Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, February the 2nd, 2023. Thursday, February the 2nd. Well, this doesn't have too much that I'm going to be commenting on because to me, not too much happened, right? Okay, we have Summer speaking to Victor, and it was so cute. Oh, my darling granddaughter. No, my sweet granddaughter, my darling. So we've got Nikki, my baby, my baby, my baby. We've got Victoria, my sweetheart, my sweetheart. And we have Summer, my sweet granddaughter, my darling. he he sweet talks the girls, but the guys, hey, my boy. But it's so funny. So Summer, oh goodness, I'm on the wrong daily recap, y'all. I uploaded the wrong slides and just did everything wrong. So you know what? Let me just go back to the normal. My goodness, how'd I do that? That was from General Hospital. So anyway, I did have a slide of Summer with Victor, but you know what? You all saw it, so I don't really need to put it. Well, you know what? Let me just take a minute. Give me a minute. So anyway, what I liked about Summer is she wasn't afraid of talking to her grandfather and telling him the truth that, you know what? Bottom line, there's too much drama between the families. And she really wants her and Kyle to stay out of that drama because there's just enough. Oh my goodness, how'd that happen? There's enough to go around. You know what? I'm giving up on pictures today. There's enough going around that no, their lives, their families, it's just not good. And he says, and Grandpa, I really wish you would stop trying to get Kyle involved in it. You know, I'm happy Kyle told you no. And do you notice what Victor did? He didn't say a thing because he's looking at her like, ooh, so Kyle Abbott doesn't tell you everything. Victor kind of like that. He just, because Kyle is working with me. Baby girl, he brought me some information. I still have Jabot's company tablet in my car, right? Summer just didn't know. Kyle is lying to you, Summer. So anyway, that was just interesting. But I do like the fact she goes, I would hate to be upset with you, Grandpa. I would really hate that. And, and Victor would hate it too, because especially for the girls, he's got to be the savior, right? So then we have Jack confronting Kyle. Oh, he's confronting Kyle about Adam. And Kyle's like, the guy is coasting through his job. He's not even doing a good job. And Jack goes, yeah, I know. I've noticed. I've talked to all the department heads. Well, then you know he has no business being. And Jack goes, one thing I do know, I hired Adam. Jabot is my company. This is my company. I make the decisions, not you, Kyle. Not you at all. Who I have as my co-CEO has no bearing on your job at Marchetti. So I do like the fact that Jack put his foot down where Kyle was concerned and let him know, you know what, son? You said your piece. And I asked you, were you working with Victor? And Kyle said, I haven't committed yet. Kyle lied, 100% lied. He did not tell his father the truth. And you know, Victor would love to tell him because Jack's gonna now come at Victor. Oh, and I heard you were trying to use my son. I heard. And all Victor would have to say, oh, so since you heard and you know everything, then here's your laptop. I mean, here's your tablet back that your son gave me. You know, what was interesting was Adam. I guess Billy had the boys ice skating, and Adam came, was meeting Chelsea at the coffee house because I guess he was going to take Connor with him. What's interesting to me is when Connor stays with Adam, where does Connor stay? Because Adam has a room at the hotel. Because when they did come back, Adam was noticing the family dynamic with the two boys, Billy and Chelsea. And Adam was a little, I'd say a little jealous, a little uncomfortable with it. But it kind of showed on his face more than it showed on Victoria's when Victoria stayed for pizza, right? Adam was just kind of like, and then Chelsea says, "Oh, I got some grocery shopping done. I got some popcorn, cheddar flavored popcorn." And Billy's like, "My favorite." And Adam was like, "Woo," And so he goes, "Connor, it's time to go, bud." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And I was thinking, "Oh, okay, it must be Adam's night, right?" But then that's when I thought, well, where's Connor going to stay when it is Adam's night? Where does Connor sleep? Does he sleep on that little bitty tiny couch at the Grand Phoenix? Why do these people not get apartments? I don't understand that. Why do they? But then I guess, look, that would mean somebody would have to own the apartment building so they could all meet up. Because at the Grand Phoenix, they all hang out in the lobby. When it was the GCAC, they all hung out in the dining area, in the dining room. But the Grand Phoenix doesn't necessarily have a dining room that they use like that. So it's the lobby. So as he's getting Connor, Billy says, hey, what's that boy? Johnny, you get your stuff. Let me drop you off at home. He goes, okay. And so then he goes, hey, Chelsea, are we still on for dinner later? And she goes, sure. And Adam's like, wait, huh? Like, are y'all dating now? I mean, he just like, wait, what's happening here? Right? So Adam leaves. And now, mind you, at Jabot, Jack is finished reaming Kyle. Summer comes in and talks to Kyle, and Kyle is like, yeah, my dad talked to me, and yeah, he what did he say? He is backing or still standing behind his decision to hire Adam, and he's going to talk to Adam, and so Sonny's like, Summer's like, well, I talked to my grandpa, and I let him know that to back off. You already said you weren't going to get involved, so don't try to get you in any more plans. And Kyle's just, I'm thinking, yeah, you're lying. You're lying to your wife, right? So Adam comes in and he tells Summer, so you do know your husband is working with my father to try to sabotage me here, right? You do know that. And Kyle's just standing there. And Summer's like, Kyle's not getting involved with that. And Jack's like, Adam's like, yeah, he is. Absolutely is. And I'm on to you guys. Long as you know, I'm on to the fact that, you and my father trying to sabotage me. And he goes, I came to talk to Jack. And Kyle's like, well, Jack's not here. So Adam just turns and kind of walks away. I kind of think Adam's going to quit because Adam told Chelsea, you know what? I'm not feeling Jabot. I'm not feeling the product line that they have. The atmosphere is more, he goes, for one, nobody wants me there, but it's more, and Chelsea goes, laid back. It's more laid back. You're more, power decision making. And he says, and he goes, goodness, I'm not motivated. He goes, as of late, I've been slacking. And she goes, oh, wow. And so he says, but it's just because that's just not I appreciate Jack, but it's really not a fit for me, right? And so she says, so if you're saying your father's trying to sabotage you, he goes, is he trying to ruin you? He goes, no, from what Nick says, he's trying to bring me back into the fold. And so Chelsea's like, well, I know ultimately you end up hating that, right? Especially working with Victoria. But she says, what if Victor offered you something cushy? I mean, not cushy, handed you something, but something challenging that would be more up your Newman alley that you had control over. Would you go? And he thought about it. He goes, that's an interesting thought. You know, that's an interesting thought because I ultimately think, see, Adam does like that back and forth with family. He likes that, just like Victoria loves it. They revel in it, but they need to have enough control. Like, see, before Victor sold Newman Media, when Newman Media was he and Adam's company, Adam thrived. Oh, he thrived. I don't know why. Victor should have, yes, put it under the Newman umbrella, but told Victoria, Adam has full control. You let him run that. Period. He has his own budget. We're going to operate that as a separate division. But Victoria reveled in the fact you are under me and I make the decision. Victoria just loved that. So if they do somehow get McCall Unlimited and he wants Adam to run all that, he needs to tell Victoria, your hands off. This is going to be Adam's. Period. So we shall see. But my whole thing is, Adam, you're a grown man. You have a MBA from Harvard. None of your other siblings, did they go to college? I don't know, right? I know Victoria went away to boarding school. She was doing art, right? But Nick, none of them. Adam has the know-how, the knowledge, and the drive to just start something on your own. I have yet to see in a soap where we have the dominant father that was poor, made everything all on his own, and this company was his that he did just bootstrapped, raising the children in the lap of luxury, wanting the children to grow up in the family business, but not really, that he don't want to give any of them real control. It's all the same scenario on every soap with a wealthy business person like that, where it had to make it from the ground up. Why doesn't he ever require his children to do something? And when they do, he's threatened. Victor wants to ruin it. Nick is the only one, and Abby, the only one that will do something all on his own. And New Hope was thriving. Adam could do the same. What do you like? What kind of company would you want to run? Then go do it. Nobody's stopping you from doing that, except Victor would probably try to sabotage and ruin all his contracts. I forgot all about that, right? But I had a thought. I said, Adam's not challenged Jabot. But would Adam be challenged at Chancellor? Lily needs a COO. Adam just might be good at that, huh? That might be an interesting trade-off. COO Adam. That would be interesting. So let's see. I think that's about it. So, and then of course, Jack and Diane. I don't even want to hear about that. Diane tries to, she's so coy with Nikki. Nikki. Of course, Jack and I are together again. And then Nikki kind of toys with her. No, I know you two did that. You were behind the heist, the theft of my jewelry. Oh, I know that was Jack. You got Jack to do your bidding. And so then Diane looks, she goes, if you had any proof of that, you wouldn't just be telling me. So Nikki goes, oh, I've got proof. And Diane just looks, right? And Diane says, yeah, but see, you also are happy that criminal Jeremy Stark is off the streets. He should have never been brought here by Phyllis. So we did you a favor too. And Nikki's just looking at her, right? And I'm thinking, Diane, see, You're overstating. So sure enough, when she sees Jack later, I saw Nikki, and you know what? I may have said too much. I mean, I may have, because she just was goading me. And I thought, oh my, are you kidding me? And Jack's like, oh, you okay? Oh, please. So my thing would start, it better not be over, because Jack and Diane are just too comfortable with it. And then Chance comes with the 500,000. Remember, I brought up that 500,000 a few weeks ago. I said, what happened to the money? That Jack, he left that briefcase there. And he sure did. Chance says, yeah, we found this in the apartment when we arrested Stark. And we turned everything over to Chicago PD, and they're giving it back, saying Stark said it was a loan from you. And he goes, why is that, Jack? Why would you give him a sum of money like that? Because when you showed up at the hotel room the night I arrested him, you said you and Diane were there to discuss some money she owed him. He already had money from you, Jack. Jack said he didn't want to take the money from me. He only wanted to be paid back by Diane. I didn't know the money was still in the hotel room. I don't know. I thought he put it in a bank or something. Chance goes, okay, that's interesting. He says, and that's awfully convenient for you, right? You get your money back. The jewelry is returned. Yeah, that's convenient for you. And Jack is looking at him like, wait, what are you trying to say? What are you thinking? What's going did I not tidy up something? Right? And so Chance says, well, you have a good night, Jack, as he walks out. Chance is looking like I ain't buying it. And I'm hoping Chance really want to bust the case right out, right? Phyllis is gone. Phyllis has the video of Diane rubbing Stark's leg and all of this. So that video was taken for a reason. It just hasn't come back around to us yet. I honestly feel that. And I think Chance just might bust the case out. I think he might. I'm hoping he does, because I don't want Jack and Diane to get away with that. She's for one, too cocky. For two, there is another shoe that's going to drop, and it better be a big one, right? So that was it. Nothing else. This has been like I'm not expecting tomorrow to be worth anything either with The Young and the Restless. As a matter of fact, boy, I'm missing some of my regular comment corner folks. Where are you, Ditos? Where are you, Libby? subscribe to this channel. But we do have some great comment corner folks that did comment. We've got Monique. She says, I guess in the heat of passion, you forget about protection until after it happens. Nick and Adam share some responsibility too. They went raw dogging. Okay, well, yeah, but is it ever in anything as far as heat of passion with Sally? Anytime Sally invites somebody into her hotel room, what happens? And then what's said? Oh, I didn't expect this to happen. Yeah, you did. That's why you let him in. So yes, men do take responsibility, especially those that don't want to be fathers or father children. They better be wrapping it up, right? Nick could care less. He could have 10 kids and he gonna try to take them all, right? Adam doesn't seem like the fatherly type, but Adam's another one that'll accept another kid. Adam would not necessarily try to take the kid and raise them, but Adam would be spiteful. If it was spitefulness, he would really like this with this whole thing with Sally and Nick. Once Adam finds out, oh yeah, he's definitely going to assert his presence. Absolutely. He's not going to just be man edged out. He's not, right? And then we have Anita. She says, Sally is ridiculous. She needs a plan. Maybe she should start thinking about it. Lily needs to face the reality and step up and speak to Jill. Devon is correct. Lily should support him. Because when she went to her brother with this idea of merging, an IPO was never, ever in the picture. And she should tell Jill that. She should say, you know what, Jill, I like the idea of an IPO, but when I went to my brother to merge, that was never part of the deal. So I think we should give my brother what he wants. And guess what? Let's still work on doing an IPO next year or the year after that for Chancellor. Lily should man up instead of being just an employee. See, man up, woman up, Lily, woman up. Okay, and then we have Sherry. Sherry says, Sally said with her stress, she may have missed, in her words, were confused her birth control pills. How do you confuse a birth control pill pack? They're pretty much either in a row or in a circle. Did you forget what week you were on? And you've been taking them for how long in your whole life? And look, you may have confused and missed some. Once you confuse and miss one, you're like, oh shoot, I missed that one yesterday. Not I missed the whole week, Sally, or 2 weeks. No, you don't just forget not taking them for 2 weeks, right? Or whatever. That's just what she said. And then she says, I don't like the Lily, I didn't like the Lily and Abby exchange. I didn't either. Lily was trying to influence Abby or force her into doing something. The way Jill did Victor's bidding over Sally, obviously she forgot the plot to take over her company. Yeah, new men were trying to do a hostile takeover on the IPO. No, Jill sure didn't think about that. She sure talked to Victor like he was her best friend, right? Actually, Victor calling me, telling me something about that. It won't be in my best interest to deal with Sally Spectra. I would have been really now chomping at the bit for this interview because I would be thinking, is he trying to sabotage me again? Right? So anyway, everybody, that's it. That's it for Comment Corner. Thank you so much for your comments. I will be back tomorrow for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.